people. So, I'm just going to give y'all a quick tour of the new shelter for the casino shelter here in Fallout. 2,000 atoms. Is it worth it? Maybe. Kinda, not really, in my opinion. It is huge. It's the biggest shelter I have seen so far. I mean, this place is absolutely massive. Now, we're going to touch on a couple things here about the shelter. This center here is very, very dark. This, I've seen a lot of complaints after I done bought it and figured it out myself. This does not light up at all. So, here is my solution, guys. Just in case anyone is interested in how I got this so bright and like it is lit up. Spotlights. You guys remember the theater? We had, I think it was last scorecard or scorecard before last, had these wonderful spotlights in them. So what I did was I ran some power, ran the lines up along here so it didn't look, tried to make it not look too bad with lines everywhere. And I put in the spotlights. Now I used the white ones. You have different colors. It might have been something that we had to pay to get. I'm not entirely sure on that. But anyway, I used the white ones, and I used the high angle and the low angle. I think I have the low angles, and well, I have low angles and high angles. But for these two up here, to try and get this top part illuminated was a real pain, because the way they have this shelter, it's kind of weird. A lot of the stuff will not go flush against the wall. I don't know if that's with all the shelters right now, if it's just some sort of glitch or something, but it's really hard to see that there. If you come over here, it looks flush against the wall. You come over here, not so much. It don't look too bad though. I did manage. So you get your power things, you know, have your switches, a couple of the wall one. Well, I think I only have one of them. I think I took one out. It doesn't require a lot to power those lights, but I have one of these little wall power banks. Two of them actually. I have two wall power banks, and they are all hooked up by wires. I got all my little connectors here to run the wires up and over, so they're not really trying not to be hanging across. Like this one here. Let me fix that real quick here. Yeah, this one here looked like it was up on the wall, and apparently it's not. And it's very hard to get this just right, because if you don't, you end up with the situation of, now you see how it's like, looks like it's up on the wall, and then I have another one over here that I kind of screwed up on. So let's fix that real quick. I'm trying to get the aesthetics to at least look a little better here as far as the power goes. Okay, that one looks alright, I guess. You know, like I said, it's kind of hard to get them placed right. And lights, I really didn't care too much about those, but they look good. I mean, you see how this one here is like up on the wall there, and then this one over here, I had to move it out a little bit to get the right angle. But spotlights, that's how I got this lit up and looking so pretty over here in left field. So yeah, I mean, this place is absolutely massive. I have not done a whole lot with it. I've been messing with this light situation. So yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. I like it. Was it worth 2,000 atoms? Not really. And then I put a little fireplace, and I got some couple lights over here, and then I have another one of those little power things back here on the back side of that, hooked up to a little inverter, the little power switch. I mean, this place is absolutely huge. And look at this, guys. Look at this. You have a stage, a big, beautiful stage, and I'm going to be messing with here very shortly. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do that now. I I'm not sure what I'm going to put over here on this stage. I kind of want to put a big old whale on this stage. How's that sound? Because it is kind of an Atlantis thing with the casinos. What about a giant whale up there? That would be funny. But no, I think I want to kind of go with got some new floors and stuff, of course. Let's see here. I'm thinking what I might be looking for is either going to be in miscellaneous or floor decor. Since when does that light up? That's a new game. When did I get that? It must have been on one of the missions. Oh, find plans to build this. I ain't got it yet. My bad. But, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing some more Atlantic City for this situation. But, you know, we could put a giant dino in here. Let's shove a dino in there. No, we're not doing that. But I would think, as far as companions go, I mean, this thing really... I wish I had now gotten the Rock'em Sock'em dudes back when they was out, because that would be hilarious. Now I'm just gonna kind of poke around and see what I've got here. Probably nothing suitable for the stage at the minute. Let's go see what we got for. I mean, we could always do a bunch of those. We don't want to do a bunch of those. Everyone has those. I'm really thinking about going back and doing some Atlantic City stuff here, and we could put an alien on this stage. But kind of want to try and do something that. You know, but I want this to go in my casino, which is going to require more Atlantic City stuff. But I guess we'll deal with that later. But this place is absolutely huge, and unfortunately, I have seen some complaints, which if I had read prior to buying this, I may not have bought it. Some of the complaints are valid. The new chandelier that we got, it's very similar to, actually it is, I believe it's that one right there that's already in the casino. I believe it's a Fallout item on your scorecard. And it doesn't put out a lot of light. Hardly any. I tried to use it to get over here on this, and it's very hard to get things to go flush up against a wall or a ceiling in this one, in this particular shelter, compared to some of the other ones that I have worked on. But size-wise, it's insane. And some of the complaints is not about size, it's about the budget that you have for this. And if Bethesda was going to do anything as far as shelters and removing the limitation on like just specific shelters, like one of this size, how are you even going to decorate it properly with the budget that they give you? So I think, you know, maybe it might be a good idea. I might send it in on feedback that, you know, maybe they might want to just remove the item budget restriction, or at least up it on this particular shelter, if there is a way to do that, unless they have to go in and up all of them, which is a possibility. don't know. But I mean, this place is absolutely massive. I might put a little office in right here. Little office. That seems like a nice place for an office. And you got up here, you got 2 floors at least to this. And you have some little side areas, which, you know, I don't know about. Now, this would make a pretty cool ballroom, or depending on what we get from the Atlantic. I've done a few of the Atlantic City expeditions, and they're pretty easy. Actually, you know, once you figure them out, you can go through them pretty quick. And if you have 2 fairly decent people of fairly decent level, you're good. You two could do that solo, and quite possibly, get it done within the time limit. But then again, maybe not. We tried like 2-team the other night, and we had a couple people come in while we were doing it, which was all right. It was all good and cool. We were just trying to see how far we could get, just the 2 of us. One of the things you need to know about those expeditions, there's going to be a point, I think it's on, gosh, what is that? The game one. The Grand something or another. Maybe I can figure this out real quick. Hold on. It was a challenge yesterday to do one, not today. No. Okay, let me, well, there's 2 of them. There is one tax evasion. Okay, that's fairly easy, straight to the point on that one. If you're doing that and you don't do a lot of expeditions and you're starting out on that one, there's a spot where you have to collect these bags and put them in the truck. We spent it, me and just him alone, until 2 other people showed up. And finally we figured out shortly after they showed up that when you collect those bags, to actually throw them into the truck, it's like throwing a grenade. Whatever button you have set to throw grenades, that is going to be the button you use. But I'm telling you guys, this place is absolutely massive, and I love this. This is kind of cool. I like this. These wire divider things that they have going on. But I mean, this place is absolutely massive. So as far as you're doing tax evasion, to throw those bags in and continue on, you have to do that as a grenade. You just can't go into the truck and try and drop them in, because it will not let you. The other one, and I put this guy over here in left field just for the fun of it, and I did get the pinball machine, but the other one, which the name of it escapes me at the moment, you're going to run into a situation while you're doing that. There's something you have to kill, and there's like a bunch of them around. Then there was like a main one. There's these little ones called thorns. If you do not kill those thorns, the big one that you're supposed to kill will heal by eating those thorns. So you want to kill them, that way you can kill him and go. It took us like, I think, 4 minutes when it was just me and him to figure that out. And then once we figured it out, it was smooth sailing. So just couple little tips on those expeditions, in case you get in there and you're going with a group that's never been and none of y'all have done it before. This place, man, I mean, it's beautiful. I like it. Is it really worth it? It would be if they didn't have the budget limit on what all you can put in there. Because, I mean, this place is massive. How are you supposed to decorate this place properly Like, I wanted, my plan was to put in a bunch of slot machines after I did the Atlantic City expeditions a few more times. And just load in a ton of slot machines along the walls, card table games, roulette, all that stuff that you guys can get from Atlantic City, the plans there. And any of the functional ones they have a limit on. So it's like the slot machines, you can't put a bunch of slot machines in there because they're functional. You can actually play them. Speaking of slot machines, I'm going to put my first slot machine in here that I have. If you guys don't have it already, I really want that one. That's a fun one. I'm going to go back over to Expedition by myself one day and just mess around in the slot machines over there, if it'll let me. But I know I have him in here. He is here. I have the slot machine, the West Virginia slot machine, dude. The lumberjack one around here somewhere. Yep, there he is. My first slot machine is going to go in. So we're just going to, I mean, I could do a whole wall of just him if I wanted to. But, you know, you have that budget, if you see it there. You can only put 5 of those in. So you can only do like 5, you know, slot machines there. So I'm just going to put 3 here just for now, just to have some casino games out here. And then, you know, you have your little house of cards. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I could probably... Yeah. That'd be cute. I'll put a couple little house of cards there in there. Alright, so that's that. That is the shelter, guys. This place is absolutely massive. I do not know how people are absolutely going to decorate this. And it really is a shame that this, in the center, if you do the Atlantic expeditions, the Atlantic City expeditions, this is lit up in the expedition. I think you will see this on the tax evasion one, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe on both of them. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely I believe on tax evasion you will see this, and it is lit up and it is so pretty. And you get the shelter, and that does not even light up at all. The only reason mine is lit up, folks, is because I found a way to make it look like it's lit up, but not actually lit up. I mean, it would be beautiful if all this stuff along the side lit up, and these little lights here lit up, and all that. Nah, not at all. They didn't do that. But I did manage to get it looking better with the spotlights, of course. So that is it, guys. But I mean, this place is just huge. It is massive, and it is quite interesting. How people are going to do this with the budget limits. I'm going to start looking around. YouTube and myself and see how some of the people have decorated their shelters here. But like I said, this place is really big. And this is your door. Okay, this is the inside. This is just the way that I have it. I'm gonna go out real quick before I shut this stream down. I just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick tour of this and give you, and show you what I have been able to do with it so far, and the solution that I came up with for that big centerpiece in the center, because it's really dark in there. If you'd seen it before I did all the lighting work, it was pretty dark. I mean, you could see it. It wasn't, no, it was definitely a subpar effort there to get something out, I guess. And I mean, shelters were okay before they went and raised the price of them, but you know how that. And I'm in my tavern, my Wildwood Tavern right now. So this is your door. It looks like it kind of looks almost like a theater type door, and that's how you go in. And you've seen the back side of that. And I'm long story about the Helvetia camp that used to be really, really nice. Came on a couple days ago, or day before yesterday, and decided I needed to come over here and do some stuff. And for some reason, I don't know if any of you other people have been having problems with this. I activated a camp, and it said you can't do it, place a camp in an existing area. Which was weird because when Fashnot was running, this is when I made this camp originally, and it was up on that hill back there. Probably down on the other end though, but it was up on the hill, down on the other end. It worked fine up until till I tried to go to it yesterday. I don't know how long it's been like that. So apparently they have expanded the area in some way, shape, or form here. And yeah, I had to move my base because it would no longer place down. I went over to the place where it was at, looked around. There was nothing else there. There was no other buildings where it was at. There was no other camp there, no nothing, but it still would not activate or place. So I had to move it. So beware of that. If you guys have a camp in Helvetia, or actually they put in some watch posts. Actually, they just hosed another one of Wild Cards camps. They got his Helvetia one the same way they got mine with the expansion, which put it within the city. Or whatever the heck it was. I don't know. But yeah. Mine was like way up here on the hill here, down on the other end. And they expanded it. I mean, it was like right on the border, just outside the border of that. But, so when they decided they were going to put in those watch stations, you guys know my favorite camp to keep open here is my camp over here, Movies. And so what happened was they put a watchtower in, or a watch station right below mine. You could have seen it on the map, that little blue thing. I had this camp over here specifically set for meat week. I pick where I put my camps usually in association with some sort of event. The only one that I don't think I have, I think maybe there's 2 that I have that are not strategically placed for an event. And that would probably be the Cranberry, one down in Cranberry Glades, and the one out near the Charleston Cemetery in this game. I have a haunted house out there that I use during Halloween. But they put this in, and this used to be where his camp was. So they decided just to throw in something here which hosed his camp. So he had to move 2 camps last night, and he was not happy. Well, not last night, but the last couple days. He was not happy with that, guys. And I really wasn't happy myself having to move my Helvetia camp either. But I did it. And, you know, I have a door here. You know, I have movies set up over here. I was just off working over at the Helvetia site there real quick while I was showing you guys this stuff. I was over there finishing a daily. No, I think it was a weekly I was finishing. Either way. But yeah, so good luck, guys. If you guys haven't been on in a while and you have a camp like over in this way or anywhere near something like, see that little blue thing there that is now on the map? That's like an outpost. It's a station. There's watch posts, outposts. They've put in a couple of them. There's another one all the way up this way. They put in where right here, the Crater Watch. Well, Crater Watch Station I think has always been there, But they've put in a couple of those around here. Um, I've seen a couple of them, which I was not very happy with. But I mean, it's all good. I just don't like having to move my camp, especially when you blueprint it, like the Helvetia camp. I blueprinted that camp so I would have it the same way that it was up on the hill. And when I went to move it down to the flat land where I have it now, it wouldn't place where it was up on the hill. And the way the stairs and stuff was, it wouldn't place. I was not happy about it, so I'm in the process of redoing that particular one, working on it. It's a work in progress because I lost everything on that one. So yeah, but that shelter is pretty nice, guys. I like it. Was it worth 2,000? No, not really. With the limitation, I mean, you guys seen it. It's huge. It's massive, and I don't see how you're going to properly decorate that in the style of a casino with the limitations that have been bestowed upon you with that budget. And my guess is at this point, what is going to happen, they will either A, change it, or B, which is what I would lean toward the most, they're going to come out with something that's going to cost, yet again, more atoms, like a decorating pack or something that's going to have the non-functional, like, card tables and slot machines and stuff that you can't get from just the Atlantic City expeditions. And they're probably going to come out with something like that to try and squeeze more money out of people to finish decorating this huge, massive shelter. I am not complaining about the size. Far be it from that. I love the size of it. I am very happy that it is so big. But we are being very limited in how we can decorate this and how we can do that. And I am not happy about. So, yeah. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this stage, guys. I am going to jump off here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick run through of this. Give you a quick look around. And yeah, so that is the new casino shelter. Man, they could have picked a better idea for curtains. Scheiße. Those are ugly. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I would not have picked those. I would have went with red. Or maybe, I mean, the yellow ones would be fine, but that pattern, Jesus, that's bad. That's bad. So maybe I'll find a way to maybe possibly cover those with a different set of curtains. That might work. I might do that. I want to figure out what I'm going to do with the stage and try and figure out something to do with these eyesore of a curtain selection. I mean, heck, the green ones are nice. But who thought of those? For a centerpiece, nonetheless. Jeez, it could have done like gold, like the green. See, the greens are kind of shimmery over there. They could have done those in gold and put them over here. Jeez Christ. Okay, enough complaining from me, folks, on that point. So, yeah, that is my solution anyway, with the getting this lit up to look fairly decent, I guess, at this point, because they did not light this up, and that is one of the main complaints I have seen online after I purchased it, trying to figure out how to light it up. Yes, folks, I learned the hard way on that one. But I think all in all, it turned out good, and I am happy with that. I still think, 2,000 atoms is a little bit much, but it is quite huge. But, the pros and cons, from my point of view here, have been laid out as far as, price and everything. And really this is just massive. It is huge. I cannot get over how big this is. And that's what she said. But 2,000, okay, I guess. But I remember when shelters were cheaper. And not as big. But still, I think 2,000 atoms is just a bit much now for a shelter. Just a tiny bit. But if they're going to start making them this huge, then they need to rethink the budget limit on decorating and how much stuff you can have in a shelter, because this is big. And to decorate this right and for it to look good, you're going to have a bigger budget. Or, even better yet, how about you guys put a little bit more work into the decorating of the shelters? This is nice, but if you're going to have a place this big and not raise the budget, then you need to put more stuff in it that comes with it. Period. Not all this big empty space that we have to fill on a budget that is pretty much next to nothing, guys. That's where we stand on this. It's nice. Do I regret spending $2,000 on it? No, I don't. Could it have been better? A lot. But I'm sure I'll figure something out, and I will come back another time with this shelter, give you guys an update, and show you guys what all I have done with it later on in another video. You don't see me do too many Fallout posts, too many Fallout streams anymore. I did just do the scorecard. I do still do those, but most of the time I don't just stream what I'm doing or how I'm playing or whatever, guys. But unless there's something like I want to show you guys, like event wise or something. But I may actually do a couple streams, do a stream and do both of the Atlantic City expeditions for you guys, and show you guys those out. Give you guys a quick look at those as well. But yeah, impressive in size, not so impressive as far as the decor. I mean, the decor is alright, but man, those curtains, whew. I do really like these though. Those little, I love those. That's a nice touch. That's nice. That's pretty. But I mean, they could have done a little bit more with actually what they put into the casino, especially with this. If this is supposed to be the centerpiece of the casino, they dropped the ball. It don't light up. Had to do all that to get it to even look like it's halfway lit up, make it look good. And I'm not even sure it still looks good, but okay. Anyway, the stage was a nice touch, okay? But if you want to do all that, make the shelter already have some slot machines in it, with all of this space and putting us on such a limited budget to be able to decorate this. It's going to be a tough sell, guys. I'm going to do my best with it, and I will come back and show you guys when I am done with it. It's going to take me a while to do this, between this and the other games that I play. So yeah, but yeah, that is the new shelter. Huge, massive, and not enough budget to properly decorate it. So I am going to jump off here, guys, gals, ladies, gents, children of all ages. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to work on this some more. Then I have to get over to Elder Scrolls. So if you're watching on Twitch, follow. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. And that is your look at the new shelter in Fallout, the casino shelter that's going along with this whole new Atlantic City theme that they're doing. And you can choose to buy it or you can choose not to buy it either, based off this video, what you see online, or what you may see on another YouTuber's video. That is entirely up to you. But they really dropped the ball on that centerpiece and those curtains around it. Okay, guys, I'm out. I'll see you later.